Definitely a much more comfortable map for Terran than Zerg, I have to say. The positioning is also pretty wonky on this map, much like Catalina.
And you guys just got a very nice shot there of the crowd. There are actually so many people outside of that shot that you got. A very, very big crowd here today for day number 2 of the SSL.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know what next game is? It's Life versus Flash. What a match. That's one of the best matches you could ask for in or outside Korea.
And that's just the round of 32.
That is the round of 32.
That's, like, unbelievable, actually.
That is how stacked the SSL is.
That it is, man. These two guys very talkative in between the games. You know, some guys, they don't talk at all. They just say, okay, GG, let's go, you know. But these two guys, pretty friendly with each other.
Yeah, they seem to be, like, more around the same age sort of group. And both, especially Solar, very charismatic. He's actually a big fan favorite outside of Korea because he is that really friendly kid.
Yeah. Gotta love Solar, and people are going to love Dream after this series as well. Looks like we're about ready to jump into set number 4 here on Foxtrot Labs between Dream and Solar. Let's get into it. Up here in the top left in the red, the Zerg player, it is Solar. There he is.
Still has to win 2 more games in a row to take this match away from Dream. And in the bottom right, it is the player. On match point, it is Dream.
Yep. Dream was looking very comfortable after those 2 wins. Took him pretty easily. I mean, that Catalina game, he was holding on there for a bit there in the mid-game. He just barely held on to that 4th base, but, I mean, that was the 4th base. And if you were able to hold on to that with 3-3, usually going to come ahead as the Terran in that point of the game, and was able to take that. But now I feel like with Solar actually grabbing that win, it definitely is anybody's game. We saw, you know, 2 players come from behind 0-2 yesterday. It's not that uncommon of a thing to happen. It's hard, but people do it all the time.
It does seem like the bit of the trend of SSL so far. We are seeing a lot of comebacks down 2 games. But, I mean, comeback on this map is going to be pretty difficult, as you can see. Just look at the map layout, specifically for Zerg, when you get that 4th base, because the 4th is going to be in such awkward positions that Terran can take full advantage of with positioning and aggression early on. So it is one thing to look out for, and I'm sure Dream is going to be banking on that, getting in these positions. And we are most likely going to be seeing that Reaper opening once again, because there is that nice little backdoor into the Zerg base.
Yeah. It's got that lip, or that chin, or whatever we want to call it.
Got the unibrow to get into the back. It's going to help out a lot with scouting everything and doing the damage he wants to.
You think Solar could mix it up here a little bit at all? Just try to maybe put on a bit more aggression, not allow Dream to really get those comfortable 3 or 4 bases, because like you were saying, it is a bit awkward for the Zerg to take 4 bases on this map. Is there anything Solar can really do to counteract that outside of just trying to defend?
Well, you can always take the kind of the Life-esque style of going just Ling Bane very early on, trying to catch those Hellions out and just trying to end the game. We saw him do that a lot recently, which can do fantastic work. But, I mean, Solar also found a fantastic timing in the last game, where it was just before, you know, like, Burrowing Claws was done, Drilling Claws, sorry, and just before the 4th base was up. You know, there's a lot of things that were still going for Dream that Dream wanted to get happening or finish before he started making that push out.
Again, we're seeing this pay sing sing sing, which is lose win win win.
So he's the person responsible for making this happen every single day.
That guy is cursing.
He is
the
cursing.
Guy who's going up 2-0 every single time.
He's making it fantastic for everyone to watch at home. And we are seeing that Reaper get in and almost getting a drone.
Yeah, those Lings popping out right in time.
Yeah, the Lings were out a little bit later because he did go for the gas before pull. Going to get that zone speed just a little bit faster, but, you know, it exposes those drones for an extra few seconds.
Yep. Well, the Queen is about to pop here. Should be okay to defend against this Reaper. Just got to save as many Lings as possible. He's lost 1 so far.
Just applying pressure where he can.
Yep. This time, Dream, once again, he wants to put on the pressure with the Reapers on this map, as he did on Catalina. He's going up to 3 Reapers once again.
I like that. I wonder if we are going to see him... Ooh, actually... Oh, so close to losing. 4 HP on that Reaper. Very, very lucky escape there. And I wonder if we are going to see him maybe transition to Hellbats this time. We did see him go for the Hellion Banshee last time, and it did a little bit of work, but didn't really find enough. And I feel like if we had have seen Hellbats instead, we could have seen a lot more.
Yep, very true. Trying to poke down that queen. I think he will be able to get it there. He does, but he does sacrifice one of his Reapers for it. Really
committing for that kill, but you get rid of that queen, you stop the creep spread, which is a big deal.
That it is. Now only one queen here at the front. Gonna have to remake one of those queens, and the Hellion production has started once again, going straight into that starport. Probably gonna put on that pressure with the Banshees. Dream hasn't mixed it up so far.
Hasn't mixed it up yet. Yeah.
Solar just putting on some pressure here at the front.
Still no tech lab for the barracks. Finally puts it down. Starport's going to finish before that tech lab there, so I don't know, a little bit of a mistake there, I think.
Yeah, timing's just a bit off here, it seems. Which, can make all the difference sometimes in these pro games. Got to be careful about that.
All it takes, Valdez. All it takes, man.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Finally getting the switch here. Does he commit to Cloak once again? Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
I would not expect anything different out of this guy. He's been pretty readable so far in the series.
Yeah, unhappy with his last game. Obviously wants to try the same sort of style. It's going to be up to him to deny that Overlord once again. We did see an Overlord go in. And I think he essentially saw the third CC, which is probably the biggest part of the scout that you want to scout. So it's not going to be a 2-base timing with Hellbats or anything like that. It's going to go a little bit later. And the kind of aggression from the Terran will not be the same.
Yeah. Still going for that Baneling Nest and a pretty good wall at the front there with the two Evo chambers. Just wants to be safe. He knows that still a lot of Hellions can push in. And he does need to block it. He's got that 3 green wall to fill up that hole.
Yeah, we are seeing some spores go down as well.
So far, it seems like Solar kind of, getting used to Dream's style. He's like, okay, you're going to do the same thing here, Now when the spores come down, it's pretty easy here to just read what Dream is doing. The first Banshee is out here.
Yeah, Solar kind of figuring things out. Seems to be a lot more comfortable against this style than the Hellbat style. Have to wait and see. Actually, we do see that armory added, so just maybe we will see Hellbats be added. And looking at what exactly we have from Solar right now, I think it could do a lot of damage. We don't see any banelings whatsoever.
Yeah, not yet. I don't think he's really read this as well. You were saying he saw that third CC coming down, and maybe he was just like, oh, okay, I have some time here.
And here we go. Some are being added, but here comes the Hellbats. And if they jump on top of these banelings before they finish, and I think he might. He's going to start focusing them down very, very quickly.
No Spore here at the front as well, and that Cloak Banshee already getting a lot of damage onto the Queen. One just gets transfused here. The Baneling hits have to be really nice here.
Ooh.
Only able to kill one of the Hellbats, though.
Yeah, not good. And these Queens are getting lower and lower. He's going to start to focus down this Spore. And if he can give the Banshee, like, the natural, then things could go very, very poorly for Solar very, very quickly.
And already that Banshee getting to work on the drones at the third base. And the second Banshee coming in here as well with even more energy. Has to be careful not to fly into that Spore Crawler, though.
He could actually start taking work on the making work on the Evos as well, which is going to help out a lot. Give him a nice upgrade advantage if he wants.
Or he can just start picking off Zerglings, getting rid of that army count.
He could do whatever he wants.
He's really got some nice control here with the Banshees so far. No cancel there in the Extractor.
Yeah, he's in this is a much, much better position, a much better timing from Dream. He realized that the Hellbats were the key to giving him those first 2 wins.
Yeah.
Adding them again, but losing a Banshee now. Got to be careful of a counterattack, but he does have a Banshee in position, as well as 4 potential Hellbats.
Yeah, Dream's looking really, really good in this game so far. I mean, if you just look at worker counts right now, they're even. So far in all of the other games, even when Dream was putting on some pressure with the Hellbats, Solar was up like 20 drones or something. This time it is not quite the case. He's had that third CC for so long, and he did a lot of damage. Now he's going to fly that out. It's going to be pretty easily taken here. He is floating a bunch of minerals here, but I'm sure he's
going straight for the gold as well. He's going to take full advantage of this map. And as we see, look at where that 4th base is, Valdez. Look at that. Look how close it is to the 3rd base.
Yeah, it's quite far out there, huh?
How close to the 3rd base is it of Dream? It's such a fantastic map for Terran in these positions. They can apply so much pressure, and they can apply it from the high ground just next to their 3rd base. Yeah. So it's very, very difficult map for Zerg.
Solar definitely on the back foot here. It's not really looking good for him. If he can get some really good engagements, possibly he can come back in this game. But like you were saying, the odds are stacked against him so far.
He'll probably try for another timing like we did see last game. It did a lot of work. I mean, Dream obviously wants to go for a bit of a later composition with the Drilling Claws upgrade, with that a lot of Thors added on, and that 3-3 in a decent time. But it's about finding that window, because if a Terran is just turbling and holding on and having in a kind of a very, very strong position, it's nearly impossible to break. Yeah.
The one thing that Solar does have going for him, he did get those Evo Chambers very soon, and his upgrades are actually ahead of Dream, so you will have that 2-2 sooner than Dream. Could work out here if Solar does time it, maybe do that big timing attack, that big push with the 2-2 finish.
Could definitely be an option. We're going to have to wait and see when Dream exactly wants to kind of start making his move on the map. And there comes those Drilling Claws.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically already in position here at the third base, you know, right outside of his own third base. Or I guess the fourth base, I should say, of Solar.
I mean, look how hard that is. There's a Widow Mine like in the little nook up the top
there on the cliff.
Oh, it's such a hard engagement. He has to come from a lot of different ways. He cannot really afford to go from one way because it will just be too cost inefficient. Yeah. We are seeing a great counterattack with these Banelings, which can actually do a lot of work. Only one Marine in this bunker again. We are seeing from Dream, and ooh, burrowed Banelings. I believe that was very nicely done there.
Could be. Well, trying to make something happen is Solar here. He wants to get some damage done, but like you were saying, the Creeper's not even spread up here on top of the cliff, so it's going to be even that much harder to engage up there. And Dream is just doing a very nice job here, clearing the creep even more and just doing the slow push here. Solar trying to go for a counterattack here, actually, with the Mutas.
Yeah.
Trying to find a little nook here at the main base.
He's trying, and he sent a big Ling run by as well towards the fourth base of what Dream will have. He's going to get that very, very comfortably. There's actually no creep spread on that fourth base, which is a little bit of a mistake there from Solar. Even though he has an Overlord there, he just has to press G on it.
Yeah. And
he will. You might get a little bit of creep down. Nope, nothing.
No.
And whoa, look at the fifth base positioning from Solar. that is ambitious, to say the least. And here we go, Solar getting in position, but Drilling Claws has been upgraded.
That Widowmine hit, not the best, but he's got a bunch more where that came from up there on top of the cliff. And if Solar wants to engage here, he has to be so careful.
Yeah, he's got to come from multiple ways to kind of deal with this, I think. He cannot be just going up one ramp. Not with this many Widow Mines. A Thor to kind of absorb, and a lot of Marauders. Such a hard unit composition to deal with Mutiling Bane. But getting to anything later in the game is so difficult as well. And here we go. Baneling's kind of getting baited out with a couple of attacks. And Solar in a horrible position.
Really, really bad here. Dream doing a very nice job with the Marauders in the front, tanking so many of the Banelings here, picking up the Thor once again.
Oh, so much damage being done from these Widow Mines. And that could not have been more cost efficient for Dream, nearly losing nothing for those Widow Mine hits.
And once again, his production is so close to this fourth base. He's just reinforcing so easily here. Solar is going to try to push in once again, but the Widow Mine hits are good again.
Oh, they are perfect.
And he's got nothing else, man. He's got some mutas. He does have some units in the back, but this fourth base is in really, really dire straits right now. He could actually possibly even focus that down, force Solar into a bad attack here. Solar's going to come in once again with the Banelings, but they do get hit by the Widow Mines once again.
Ooh, nice little cleanup there. We are seeing from Solar, he's kind of starting to clean everything up, which will give him a little bit of momentum and maybe give him enough to kind of start counterattacking. He's going to try and save that last Thor, but Medivac gets focused down. And now, you know what? That gold base is kind of exposed. We are seeing a nice burrow there with the Widow Mines, cleaning up a lot more.
Yeah, one nice hit there. One of them did go down before going off.
And a little bit of an overextension from Dream, I think. And he still hasn't actually got that fourth base up because of a nice counterattack with the Ling Bane.
Yeah, and Solar, he does have that fifth base up and running now. It doesn't seem like he has too much saturation down there. But again, somehow in the midst of all of this, Solar was able to get that hive up, and he's got 3-3 on the way here as well. Pretty much at the same timing as Dream. A little bit behind, I believe, but still in a pretty good position here.
Yeah, I mean, he bought enough time with kind of destroying that Force of Dreams where maybe, just maybe, he can get out that 3-3. And even some Ultras, if he can get to them in time, would really help out so much. And still, Solar's fifth base has not been found by Dream, which is a massive blessing, I gotta say, because that is so exposed. Dream could just deal with that, like, at a whim's notice. Like, he could just send a Medivac over there, and he's going to. He'll find it whether on purpose or by accident.
Well, Solar's looking to actually cut this off here, but he does miss it. Is he actually going to miss that?
Oh,
Fifth base as well. Oh,
big
man.
Widowmine hit.
Very big Widowmine hit here. A lot of those meters pretty low. As you guys do see there, a lot of red and yellow ones.
More Widowmines. Kind of getting picked off, actually. Bit of a mistake there from Dream, not paying attention. And here we go. The siege of the new 5th base.
Yeah.
If Dream can get rid of this, and they're going to be on the same sort of same number of bases, and we do see Dream still being a little bit more cost efficient.
Yeah, Dream is like, oh, okay, I need to take this out right now. He's immediately putting on the pressure here. But Solar trying to go for a nice counterattack here.
Oh.
Not the best, I have to say. That Widowmine hit was very, very nice.
Yeah, huge Widowmine hit.
But
Those
Solar?
Marauders help out so much.
Solar continuing the pressure here. A lot of lings here. Drilling Claws does go down. Is the Widowmine hit good? It actually doesn't get off. The Mutus coming from the left side as well. But so much Zerg here, actually. Once again, he does have a lot of really great Thor Micro here, but still the Banelings are rolling in.
Yeah, you know what? It might actually be enough for Solar to kind of overrun this 3rd base. More and more Lings, no Banelings though, so more reinforcements from Dream are going to help really clean this up. No Widowmines either. 2 more coming down the ramp.
Yeah. The Mutas, though, they all stay alive, and they were very, very key in that fight, doing a lot of damage. Once they did clean up the Thors, the 3-3 here of Solar is about to finish, and he's going to be on even footing of Dream and going to be feeling pretty good about his chances here.
Yeah, Dream finally starting to transition to that 5th CC. So he's finally going to try and become an uneven economy once again. And no Ultralisk being added from Solar just yet. He's staying on that Mutiling Bane. He has been taking much better engagements this game, and he has been finding the angles that he needs. But here we go once again. Dream pushing the issue. Does have that Thor and some great Widowmine placement.
Trying to engage from 2 sides once again, but Dream has some really nice placement with the Widowmines, like you were mentioning, and the Thors. One on both ramps, but again, the the Mutas following up from the back, and the Banelings over here getting some really nice hits.
Yeah, you know what? Once again, we see Solar clean this up, but it wasn't the cleanest sort of engagement. He had to go down a ramp where a lot of Widowmines were waiting for it. And I think Solar can just keep pressuring the issue once a few more Marines and another Thor comes along.
That he can. But again, Dream, he doesn't want that 5th base to stay up, but at the same time, he can't really pressure it too much, so he's pretty much resigned to getting his own 5th base here. We'll clean up that Zergling that was blocking.
Just. These Lings that also have Adrenaline upgrades, so they're going to do a lot, very, very well against this bio, and actually be a real threat against the bio from now on. And we are seeing a nice counterattack with more Lings.
There is no defense here except that one weakened Marine, and instantly a lift from the CC.
I actually think we need to see more Widowmines being made by Dream at this point.
Yeah.
He's just not having enough to really clean up everything he needs. He's actually going to focus down that 5th base. Very nicely done. And look where that Thor is, making it so difficult for the Link Bane to get down the ramp.
Ooh, and the Widowmine hits once again. Very good here. Are there enough Links to clean up? It doesn't really look like it. Look at the reinforcements coming in here, actually. Solar, I feel like, again, pushing a bit too far here.
Yeah, everything's starting to get cleaned up. Still, Dream cannot overcommit like he did on that 4th base. Just wait a little bit longer, get a few more mines, maybe 1 or 2 more Thors, and he should be in a very, very cost-efficient sort of engagement once again. Widowmine cleans up a lot of Zerglings. Solar in a very, very awkward position. He's going to try and have a great engagement. Ooh, it's going to be very hard to get those Widowmine hits.
Widowmine hits not the greatest, but still a lot of Terran here, and the Zerg supply is falling rapidly. He doesn't have the best mineral income right now. He's trying to take this other 5th base on the high ground, but that's going to be cleaned up as well here, and Dream is taking control of this game once again.
The positioning on this map just makes it so difficult for Zerg to get a very clean engagement, as we saw, like Thor's constantly sitting on that ramp.
Yeah.
Widowmine's below the ramp, and GG Solar
pretty
taps
brutal.
out. Yeah.
Have to say, well, Dream, he does take the win here 3-1. Does lose 1 set here, but very, very strong play from our new SKT Terran.
Yeah, looking absolutely fantastic in the matchup, and very unfortunate for Solar. You know what? It's just a very, very difficult map to play on. These season maps.
Yeah.
Foxtrot not the best, Catalina not the best, and yeah, it's unfortunate for Solar, but still looking fantastic. A very great game to finish it off on. And we've got plenty more games today, Valdez.
That we do. You know, one thing we did talk about once again, Dream was able to watch all of the games of Solar last night at the fight before Christmas there. And he definitely seemed to have his number in this series. He played extremely well, extremely solid throughout the series, but also very well adapted to the style of Solar. He did lose one game to a pretty aggressive push there on merry-go-round, but that was about it.
That was about it, yeah. And going back to that Hellbat style in Game 4, and you know, it kind of just did enough damage, kind of forced out enough Zerglings and Banelings to really warrant it, and it slowed down Solar's transition into the 4th base.
Well, guys, we are going into an interview here between Dream.
네,
So,
이렇게 해서 세트
let's see what he
스코어
has to say.
3대1로 조중혁 선수가 승리를 거두셨습니다. 축하드립니다, 조중혁 선수.
네, 감사합니다.
네, 최근 SK텔레콤
Congratulations on your victory here,
입단한 후에
Dream.
계속해서 좋은 결과를 만들어내고 계세요. 오늘도 역시 보기 좋게 16강 진출에 성공을 하셨습니다. 소감이 어떠세요?
You're getting good results after you switched to the team of SK Telecom.
성적 나오는 것 같아서
How do you feel about your win today?
또 스타리그 본선에 가서 되게 기분 좋은 것 같아요.
네, 오늘
I'm very happy that I'm getting good
이렇게
results after switching
한층 더
teams.
업그레이드된 모습을 보여주실 수 있을 것 같은데 확실히
And I'm very happy that I'm in the main
영특한
tournament of the
선수에게
Starleague.
좋은 자극이 되지 않았나 싶은데 팀 내에서 어떤 선수가 가장 많은 도움을 주고 있을까요?
우선
Who is the most helpful person on your
많이
team?
배우고 있고, 근데 신영이 형이 되게 안 알려주는 스타일이라서
네.
뒤에서 몰래 보면서
Innovation teaches him a lot,
건전질로 배우고 계시는구나.
네.
네, 그리고 또
But he
오늘 경기 내내
doesn't quite teach him in words. More so, Dream is just watching Innovation play all day long and picking up a lot of stuff from those games.
컨트롤만큼은 자신이 있는 모습이에요.
되게 오랜만에 넥슨 아레나에서 경기하는데 되게 생각보다 세팅도 잘 되고 긴장도 되게 안 돼서.
It's been a long time since I've played in the Nexon Arena.
오늘 긴장을 안
But I wasn't
하신
that nervous
이유가
playing
아무래도
today.
강민수 선수가 종족발로
And the setting was
선수들이
very good
올라왔다고
for me today, so my
들으셨잖아요.
micro was on point for the entire day.
강민수 선수에게 한
That
말씀
looked
해주시죠.
it.
That it did.
친한 친구 사이인데 저 본선 예선 통과하니까 막 놀리더라고요. 막 어떻게 네가 올라왔냐고.
네.
그래서 오늘 이겨서 더 기분 좋은.
I'm very good friends with Solar,
끝으로 응원해주시는 팬들께 한 말씀 해주시죠.
and he actually teased me when he qualified, saying, "How did you get this far?" So he's very
앞으로 좋은
happy that he
모습
won today against Solar.
내겠습니다. 네, 여러분 조중혁 선수에게 다시 한번 큰 박수 부탁드립니다.
So that is the end of the interview there between Dream. And I have to say, he definitely deserved that win. Whatever he's doing, watching Innovation with the popcorn, watching Solar with the popcorn, he's watching a lot of games, and it's definitely helping him out here.
Well, I wish I could do that. It just helps so much to sit down and watch someone like Soki or Sue just play their games.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You just learn so much.
Well, guys, we are going to go to a quick break here between the next set, so stay tuned.